Right. Okay, let's kill some Nazis. If you may recall previously, if you're catching up, we finished the American portion of the United Defensive Expansion Pack in Old Bastogne in the Battle of the Bulge, and then we began the British portion of the campaign, which involved us doing an entire mission inside a B-17, firing guns at fighters. Before the B-17 got shot down, we parachuted out. And now we're running around in the dark with some resistance fighters who picked us up after we parachuted into a tree. And that's so not that the story is really all that important in a Call of Duty game, but in case you wanted some context, there it is. Now let us go kill some Germans. After this brief loading screen. You see, mate, I tried getting up as close as I could last time and it ended in disaster, so... Oh, we're in Holland, by the way, in case you're wondering. Oh, shit, hello. United Defense was the shit. It's pretty good, isn't it? I prefer it to the base vanilla campaign, to tell you the truth. Ooh, reload, reload, reload! No, he's not. Do I have any grenades? No, of course I fucking don't. Well, my health is not so good. Finally, some fucking MP40 ammunition. Brilliant. Alright, here we go. Now we're cooking on lighter fluids. Ooh, health as well. Don't mind if I do. I see you behind there. Oh my god! What in the F just happened? What the— oh god! See her behind us? Oh my— where did you come from? Go away. I am nearly dead. I'll do a quick save anyway, because I think the game's being really sparse with its checkpoints in this campaign. Come on! Am I shooting a corpse? I think I'm shooting a corpse. Objective completed. Get shot in the face a bunch of times and single-handedly capture a house. I thought it was a tank at first, to be honest. Oh god. Bloody hell, that thing was that exploded big time. I did not expect that to explode quite so dramatically.
All right, we're done here.
Indeed, I didn't expect it to explode at all, actually, it has to be said. Love the waddle. The Call of Duty 1 waddle.
Doyle, stay close. You're not shooting from 10,000 feet. You're in the war now.
Shut your face, Major Ingram.
Get moving across this
I
ridge.
took the bloody house by myself at close quarters. Thank you very much, you git. Ammunition, please. Oh, and did I see a health kit? I believe I did. It's weird, but I actually missed the regenerating health of the later games in this one. Health bars and health kits don't really work very well in this style of game, to be honest. Oh, fuck. Ah! Ah! There we go. Killed more people in old age. I like that. Evening, General Alligator. How do?
Quiet, lads. Doyle, get over here. We've got to get through this tunnel. Expect the worst. This has been a picnic up until now.
Okay. This reminds me a lot of one of the Allied assault levels, actually. Which involved a train station like this at night time. God damn. The sort of stun lock effect you get from being shot at by an MP40 is so annoying. You guys just die when I shoot you with a high caliber bullet like this? For fuck's sake. It's very tiring having to double tap you little shits every single time. Hello, France. Forgot what the melee button there was for a second, but off with the helmet.
Left flank. Yeah, right left.
I'm technically flanking left, sort of. Ooh, health, 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 health. Give me the health. And grenades! Finally! Right, precisely who are you guys shooting at just now? Okay. The action will not continue unless I go downstairs, it seems.
Bunker on the right.
So I have to kill every single German myself, Major Ingram. Dear Lord.
Van Dyke is down. Doyle, make yourself useful. Grab his charges and plant them on the low arches of the bridge. I'll cover you. The rest of you provide covering fire. When we're finished, we'll meet up on that ridge.
Right. How do I get down there? Without killing myself? Ah, I see ladders. What? Fucking hell. Look at my health. Right, we're in ultra hardcore mode now, boys. If a gnat sneezes on me, I'm dead now. Thank you for the support up there. Appreciate it. Okay. Tell me that's it.
Here comes the train. Doyle, hurry up.
Fuck! Trying, boss. Having some ladder issues. Run for it! The ability to sprint in this game is so fucking weird. It just doesn't seem to work properly. Okay, what? Oh, fuck. No, I gotta do the other side as well. Is that open? Ooh. Well, basically, you can sprint. It's just you seem to be only Start again. You seem only to be able to sprint for about 5 seconds, and then your character's completely out of breath for the next half hour. It's a bit weird. Well, lucky this train seems to be taking ages. Otherwise, we'd be in all sorts of trouble. Uh-oh. What?
We've got to blow this thing and go. Doyle, hurry up.
justifiably telling me to hurry up there.
Have you got them planted? Good.
Yes.
Fall back.
Crisis 2. Jesus, now there's a game I'm not keen to revisit anytime soon.
Since you did all the heavy lifting, I'll let you have the honors. Detonate on my command.
Very well.
Wait.
Quick save.
Wait.
Oh, won't let me. I wanted to do it early. Take that, you stupid bridge.
Well, that was by the numbers. Right. We just woke up every German from here to Berlin. Fall back to the farmhouse.
Oh, Christ. There's me with, like, 0 health. Of course, I'm going to have to kill all the Germans myself, aren't I?
They're in the tunnel. We've got to get around them. Through the forest. Go! They're on our tails. Set an ambush. Down!
That was a really ineffective ambush, wasn't it? Sweet Jesus. Dead. Can one of you little shits please drop a health kit? No health kits for me. Oh dear. Yeah, I know, the famous Dutch Alps. I mentioned this last time. Like, for Holland, it doesn't look very flat.
Bloody hell! They're still behind us. Turn and fight!
Fucking finally. Give me those. Can't even see the bomb. Oh, hello. Stay down. Get.
All right. Hurry up. Go. Move.
Get Star Wars vibes from the music. Ah, it's composed in that sort of old school Hollywood orchestral vibe. Oh, we're back here again. Look at that.
Now.
Music in this section specifically is pretty obviously scored to deliberately sound like a soundtrack to an old Commando movie from the 60s or 70s. Like what I used to watch a lot of on the telly when I was a kid. Where Eagles Dare, etc. Guns of Navarone, that sort of thing. Alright, apparently we just need to get to the truck, so fuck these guys.
Into the lorry. There's a lorry there. Go, go, go.
Sorry, lorry. You are playing as the Brits after all.
Fire at will.
Or do we get to do a chase sequence?
Let's move.
I'm trying to get in. Nobody wants to let me in. There we go.
Step on it, Jeeves.
Okay, guys, my health is an issue here.
All right. Hurry up. Go. Stay low.
Sprint, 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 sprint. Out of breath. That's the extent of the sprinting in this game. Luckily, they fix it all in Call of Duty 2, so it's good.
There it is, lads. Ready now. Stay low.
Fucking die! Who takes a shot from a Lee Enfield in the chest and just shrugs it off? Except for me. I mean...
Take cover. Go, go, go. There's a lorry there. Go,
Jets. Come on. Oh, how the hell did you get in here behind me? Alright. Let's try this again, shall we?
Step on it, Jeeves.
Hello, lads. Let me just shoot somebody's grenade, because I'm pretty sure I wasn't aiming at the fuel tank. Oh, that's a tank. What are we doing? This is usually the bit where Jason Statham hands me a Panzer Fast.
Pull off the road and kill your lights. They're gone. Let's go.
Ah, fell for that old trick, did they? Silly Jerry's.
Get us up to that airstrip fast. Turn right to the bridge.
We just ran someone over.
Not too bad for an RAF tour. There could be a future in this for you. If you get back to England in one piece. May I have your attention, gents? Meet Sergeant James Doyle, SOE. He will be joining us on this mission. He was one of the highest scoring candidates ever at the SOE school in Guildford, so you can rest assured that he is highly skilled. Luckily, we rescued him from a dismal existence in the RAF back in '41. Now that introductions are over, let's get down to brass tacks. There are a number of large caliber coastal batteries that are threatening the success of the upcoming invasion of Sicily, codenamed Operation Husky. One of particular concern is found here, at Capo Muro di Porco, a small peninsula near Syracuse. These guns must be destroyed before any Allied ships can move into position for the invasion. To do that, we will need the particular talents of you gentlemen from the SAS. We will be inserted near the guns by means of a local fishing boat.
Well, this is literally the Guns of Navarone. This is basically the plot of the Guns of Navarone. Right down to the fishing boat.
Underneath the ruins of this old fortress. Our mission is to get in, plant charges on the guns and in the magazine. We will then rendezvous with the boat nearby and exfiltrate back to the Ulster Monarch. You've all received your dossiers. Study them hard. The success of the invasion hinges on us doing our job. Godspeed.
Here we go.
Gentlemen, listen up. As soon as we hit the docks, we'll split up into 2 assault teams. Doyle, you'll lead second team to eliminate the guards inside the dockhouse. First team, led by myself, will provide covering fire. Hoover, Lutis, relieve that sentry. Off the boat, quickly. You know what to do.
Where do I get my gun? I don't have a gun! Guys! Forgot to bring my gun.
Stay low.
There we go.
Take cover.
Oh, there goes the element of surprise. Oh, that will have that, thanks.
Well done. Doyle, you and your team get as close as you can to that bunker before you engage. We'll provide covering fire.
Oh, will you? Oh, gosh, here we go. Fucking hell, okay, that's not quite how I planned this to go down, but alright.
Everyone into that lorry. Lutis, take the wheel.
I'm beginning to get the impression that this gun is not really silent. It looks like a silent stand gun. Sounds like a silent stand gun. But as far as the game is concerned, they detected us pretty quick there as soon as I started shooting. So.
Right. Once we get in the bunker, we'll spike the guns and plant charges in the magazine. As usual, take any important documents you may find inside. There's a lighthouse up on that ridge. We'll blow it up to divert them, drawing Jerry out of his fort. Sir, the ruddy lorry is stalled out. Blast! We'll continue on foot.
Blast!
It's right up here.
Again, I do not have any grenades. Which moron planned this mission? At some point, I need to play through Hidden and Dangerous 2 on this channel, because Hidden and Dangerous 2 is literally an entire game made out of basically this portion of Call of Duty. Like, the entire game is commando raids, but you plan it in more detail. You have like a 4-man squad who all have an inventory of items and explosives and weapons and ammunition and stuff. And it's honestly pretty fucking good, to tell you the truth. It's a similar concept to the British campaign in this, except much more in depth. And it plays like a sort of cross between Call of Duty and Arma, in terms of like the sort of realism. Whoa, hello. Shit.
Get down, grenade!
Grenades! Dead. Kind of like Commandos? No, because Commandos is a top-down thing, which is almost a puzzle game in some ways, whereas Hidden and Dangerous 2 is fully 3D like this. It's a squad-based tactical shooter. How did you get over there? Alright, up we go. Up the stairs we go. Fucking not again. Ow. Ow. Ooh. Ooh, MP44, yes. It's like the other guns, except it's better than all of them. Why would you not take it? I'm unsure exactly what I'm supposed to be doing up here, actually. Ah, that's where I need to place the old charge. There we go.
We'll get in, plant our charges, and get the hell out. Take cover.
What's this for then?
Okay, if Doyle set the fuses correctly, that lighthouse should be going up right about now.
Way. Do not engage the enemy until the reinforcements have passed. Oh, okay. I see.
Stay low! Move it! Doyle, get up top and take out their radio room. My team will prepare the courtyard for our escape.
Very good, sir. Right away. Oh, shit.
They're fine! Flank right!
Very sporting of him not to shoot me while I was reloading, I must say. Okay. For the health kits. Now I'll keep this for now. Is the MP44 not a masterpiece in this game? Like, wow. Even with only 30 bullets in it, it's worth it. I'm gonna have to pick up something else though soon. I'm running really low on ammo. Gents, where are we going right now?
Go, go, go!
Hey man, they call it an MP44 in this game, so I'm gonna call it an MP44. Since that is specifically what I am referring to. Get off my nuts. Seriously, how the fuck do I get down there? I'm confused. Oh, this way. Oh, what an idiot. Oh, thanks for the ammo. Appreciate it. Fucking sorry, Hoover. You look just like one of them. Luckily, Hoover's bulletproof, so. You seem to be gravitating in this direction. Ah, that'll be why. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh my God. When you're ready, chaps. Do I have to go walk over to... I have to go regroup with the squad, don't I? Yeah. Right.
Okay, we've sabotaged their vehicles. Now for the bunker.
Yes, let's go. Come on, come on. Bloody hell. Oh, sorry, Ingram. Didn't expect it to pop up there. Oh, God. I'm being quite cautious here. Anyone got an ammo top up for me? I seem to have reached that part of the mission again where I'm running low on absolutely everything.
Remember, retrieve any important documents that you may find. The rest of us will hold the fort.
I'm having that awkward moment when the boss has told me to do something and I can't remember what it was. I wasn't paying attention. And I'm too afraid to ask him again. Just go this way. Ah, big red Brenzen barrels. I've missed you. They've been conspicuous in their absence. Since at least bloody Medal of Honor Allied Assault. That game was full of bright red barrels that explode when you shoot them. When you got to shoot, shoot. Don't lean. Whoa. See, this guy's got the right idea. Can I have your ammo, please? Thank you. Ooh, mind the barrels. Okay, so far so good. Hope you get to blow up the alarm. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. No, we're the Brits. We did a mission where we were in a B-17 as an RAF guy, and then then the plane crashed, and we survived by bailing out. And gents, are we gonna actually use this? Or there we go.
Have you got them? Good. Let's go to the magazine. Blow this place and go. Jerry! Will! Take cover!
And then our RAF guy, after completing a mission with the resistance fighters by blowing up a bridge, apparently joins the SAS, and here we are basically reenacting the Guns of Navarone. Fuck, you know. Who's playing dead? Snaky hit. Uh-oh. Who threw the grenade and where? There. I gotta say, I do like the British missions in Call of Duty because they're the most satisfying to actually play through, even if they're not the most visually spectacular. Like, the Russian levels always seem to be the best looking. And the American levels kind of strike a fine balance between the two, but I've always found these levels to be the most fun to play. I forgot to blow up the other gun, but fine. My bad. Oh, there's not actually a thing for it. Maybe. No, clearly I did blow it up. I was just running on autopilot and... Hey, nice view. I see the third gun is this way. No, I want your ammo, I want your ammo, I want your ammo, let me... Oh god! That was probably not worth it, but fuck it. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, the American campaign is literally just Band of Brothers. Effectively. It's good, but it is basically Band of Brothers. The Russian campaign, like in the original, was basically Enemy at the Gates. And the British campaign is essentially just a remix of all the old World War II commando movies that have ever been made. Today we're playing through the Guns of Navarone, essentially, so...
Okay, let's get moving.
Although there was the Pegasus Bridge level, which was fucking great. It's one of my favourite levels of the game. Which I don't think really has a direct analogy. Maybe the longest day, if anything. But, yeah. I particularly love that level because it's just it's a really satisfying one to play. And yet it's basically just literally a map of the Pegasus Bridge and the surrounding area, as it appears in real life. Or appeared in real life. Past tense. And they make it into one of those really fun defensive wave levels after you've done the initial attack. All using the same world space. It's very economical and very clever, and it's just really fun to play. Oh, I'm meant to go... Where are you leading me, Compass? No, we're definitely meant to go back this way. I can hear gunshots. Ah, that'll be the mysterious other staircase that... Ah, that's why you're all running away. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about the fact that none of my mates are here with me, but let's just keep going. Oh, hello. You're already here, making me look like an idiot. Kid's really funny about the, Okay, I have to look underneath the lever to activate it. That was a bit excessive, don't you think? Well, I think we, if you mean the one where you're crossing the Volga, we already played through that because we're actually doing the expansion pack at the moment. We've already finished the original campaign. Oh, Christ, guys! Push me into the gunfire, for fuck's sake. I think the first Russian level of this expansion is when we were out in a field with some tanks and stuff, if I recall. But yeah, we're playing the United Defensive Expansion at the moment, so... I'll take that. It's given me a weird urge to play Wolfenstein again, actually. It's been a while. I don't think I ever finished the second one. Second of the reboots, I mean. Oh, shit, I didn't even notice the barrel. I thought we were going to nick a truck. Oh, we're going to nick this truck instead, are we? Perhaps. Truck time? No? Okay. Head out to the courtyard. Well, we're in the courtyard. Now what? Enlighten us, Major Ingram. What do we do next? Where the fuck is he actually, come to think of it? Ah, no, that's Hoover. Right, the Major's fucked off, apparently. One old school looking truck over there. Guys? What happens now? Oh, finally. Wait. No, never mind. Supposed to do something with the vehicle? What's going on? Me, I am confused. What do you want me to do, game? Finally.
The rest of you, into that Kubo wagon.
I reckon I knew it had something to do with these. I'm guessing I'm in the sidecar, since this is Call of Duty. Bloody hell, mate. What's with your driving? Also, kaboom. Oh dear. That didn't look good. I don't think they survived.
Those bloody guns were worth it.
Yeah, bye lads. You didn't have the protagonist in there with you, so I'm afraid you didn't survive.
Stay on the board. There'll be more on the other side.
I can stand up in the sidecar. That is hilarious.
Watch out. We're going right through them. Lorry
It's
on
all
the
getting a
left.
bit Indiana Jones, this. They crashed into each other. The fools. You clattering fannies. It's one of my favourite insults ever. On that note, you should absolutely watch The Death of Stalin on Amazon Prime if you've not seen it. It's fucking outrageously funny.
Hang on. We need to make a detour.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can watch it for free, and it's so fucking funny. I'd forgotten about it as well. I remember watching the trailer when they announced it and thinking, oh, this is going to be really good. And then I forgot it existed. And I only rediscovered it on Prime the other day, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about this. And I watched it, and I was in tears. It was so funny. And they say comedy's dead. They're just watching the wrong comedy. You know, I joked about this, how this was getting very Indiana Jones, but this actually really does feel like the fucking Hong Kong level from Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, or, no, not Infernal Machine, Emperor's Tomb. The only difference is I don't have a Tommy gun, and I'm not in a tuxedo. Look, you've even got the boxes of chickens, I'm not fucking kidding.
We got one on the left.
Although it's fair to say Emperor's Tomb ripped this off rather than the other way around. I think Emperor's Tomb definitely came out after this. And, well, sure would be nice if I could sprint right now. The bike is buggered, he says. Yes,
Through here. Follow me.
an understatement to be sure.
It's a dead end. Jump. Leapfrog forward. Keep moving.
Fucking, I did not notice you guys. Oh, health kit. Thank you very much.
We've got to get around. To the right.
Oh, hello. Are they killing each other back there? I just heard someone randomly go, "Arr!" Call of Duty version of the Wilhelm scream.
Not much further. Nick said there's a small dock down there.
Fucking hell. Ah! May just soaking up all the bullets, which is just fine because he's playing on God mode, so. Okay, this is a problem.
that bunker! Go!
Is that the dock we started on? If that is, I'm impressed. I don't remember much of this part of the game, to be honest with you. It's been a long bloody time since I played the expansion. Longer than the original game, to tell you the truth. Well, shit. Where the fuck is the Major? There you are. Cowering behind the barrels, I see. While I do all the real work.
Incoming! Dead ahead! Fire!
Well, this is an interesting twist on the traditional tank level, I'll say that much.
The RAF loss is our gain.
Yeah, I see what you mean. That's clever. Yeah, because of course we started out as a gunner on a bomber. Makes sense.
Good work. If we're not careful, we may get out of this alive. Damn chase. We have something better to do. Brace yourself! They're trying to surround us! Excellent! Let's play our luck, holds up. More PTs ahead! Sort them out or we're done for!
Alright, alright, alright. Doing your best here, mate. These boats take a lot of punishment, it seems. Flipping
Nice
heck.
shot. That's the last of them. Have a look, Doyle. You bought your ticket. Might as well enjoy the show. The
Surprised we
Ulster
weren't crushed by a
Monarch's
piece of
on the
falling
coast.
concrete.
What say we get out of here before any more of these Jerry's show?
More bandits coming in from 9 o'clock! Brace yourselves!
This was the level we did last week, in case you missed it. I'm going to skip this because it's very loud. And it's basically just a recap video of all the stuff we've just done, so it's kind of pointless. So, loud noises! Yep. This game does not know the meaning of the term audio balancing. In the July of 1940, following the German occupation of France, Winston Churchill proposed the formation of the Special Operations Executive, or SOE. These highly trained agents were inserted into occupied areas where they were to assist in local resistance groups and promote acts of sabotage. By the war's end, the SOE employed around 14,000 people, of whom 3,100 were active agents. The year 1941 saw the creation of another elite unit, the Special Air Service. The SAS conducted daring guerrilla raids, destroying high-value targets, including supply depots, trains, and airfields. These operations were so successful and damaging to the German war effort that Hitler himself decreed that all SAS troops were very dangerous men to be ruthlessly exterminated. Yes. This is true. That's what Hidden and Dangerous is all about, basically. Hidden and Dangerous 2, anyway. You play as the SAS in that game. And you go all the way through the war. You start off in Norway and North Africa and You even go out to Burma to fight the Japanese for a bit. It's honestly a very good game. I should play it at some point. Still janky. You know, it's not got quite the level of polish of Call of Duty, but it's also more technical and more realistic, dare I say. Quite interesting. Anyway, on to the Ruskies.
Comrades, Supreme Command has learned that the Germans, in a state of desperation, are pinning all their hopes on one final assault against our central front. By achieving a victory here, they hope to overcome their crushing loss to the heroic defenders of Stalingrad, to again regain the offensive. It should come as no surprise that our great leader, Comrade Stalin, has decreed that this must not happen. Fortunately for us, our highly placed source within the ranks of German High Command has uncovered critical details of their plans. We know, for example, that the specific target for their offensive, codenamed Operation Citadel, is our deceptively exposed salient near the outskirts of Kursk. I say deceptively because for the past several weeks we have secretly built up layer upon layer of fortified defensive earthworks where we have deployed the greatest concentration of anti-tank weapons ever committed to a single position. We will need these, for it has come to our attention that the Germans are committing all their available armor to the upcoming offensive, including some new and experimental models. We have been steadily building up our forces, and even now, trainloads of fresh reserves are arriving at the scene. Comrades, our goal here is to break the back of the German armored forces, leaving them incapable of ever again mounting an effective offensive. Once this has been accomplished, our final victory will be assured.
I think this is the Battle of Kursk. More or less. Yes.
Out of the train! Move!
Move!
Oh, no! Comrades, check your weapons and harden your hearts. We must stand our ground and drive the fascists out of the motherland.
Yes, Jarl Balgruuf. This is my truck. This is my truck. Comrade Balgruuf.
Out of the train! Move! All right, we're full. Let's go!
Hello.
My God! They hit the train!
Oh shit, they did.
This is madness! And you tell me the front is worse?
Steady, comrades. Defeat your fear. The enemy will be easy.
Stop us! They're coming back!
Once we clear this village, we'll take up positions in the forward trenches. Move fast and keep your heads down.
Keep your heads down!
He's probably not kidding when he says that.
Artillery, get down! Hang on! Look out!
Hey, it's a stone of it. Sweet.
Out of your trucks and into the trenches! Get your ammunition from the bunker! Grab your ammunition and move to the right flank!
What ammunition?
Keep moving.
Oh, here we go. But he's gonna run out.
Move to the right flank. Quit stalling. Keep moving. Good luck, comrade.
Oh. I genuinely expected him to run out of ammo. Be like, sorry, comrade. There is nothing left.
Keep moving forward. Go, go, go.
Oh, God. Anyone using this up here? Well, I don't think there's actually a way out of the trench, so forget it. Oh, I'll take this, though. Hello. I'll have the Toka, though. Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank God! They've stopped!
For now. Next, they attack. Wait for it, comrades! Hold your fire! Wait for it! Machine guns! Machine guns ready! There they are! Fire!
Oh, fuck. Oh, I see nobody was guarding the right flank at all. Sorry, was that my job and nobody told me?
They are still coming, comrades!
Rip. Somebody dropped a grenade. I love that if you don't kill enough of them, they actually get into the trench and start making your life a misery, as opposed to just sort of standing there and shooting at you from a distance, like they probably would in the later games.
The Germans have broken through! Reinforce the left flank! Follow me!
I'm not surprised the Germans have broken through, given how slimly we survived that on this side.
Fire!
The comrades seem to be shooting blanks. It does feel like that at times, I've got to say. I love this gun. It's no STG-44, but it ain't bad. Seems to be no shortage of ammo for it either, which makes a nice change. Am I about to use this? I suspect as much. Fucking hell, there's a lot of you. What happened to this guy? Just sort of floating upside down.
Good job, comrades! Follow me!
I forgot how good this level was, actually. Oh, PPSH, that is bloody tempting. I will take it. Sorry, comrades. I will catch up.
Yuri, elephant tanks! Go out there and plant your charges on them! You men, provide covering fire!
Sweet
Regroup
Jesus.
on the north side of the trenches when you are done!
You want me to go out there by myself? Sweet G. Alright, don't go that way. Apparently. I just want health kits. Fucking G. Whatever dickhead on the artillery is shooting there. Right.
Yuri,
Oh, God.
elephant tanks! Go out there and plant your charges on them!
Yes, comrade, I will. That was almost a good grenade throw. In actual fact, it was not, though. The only thing about this gun is it takes a little while to reload. Don't run towards the tank, I just put explosives on it. You lunatics. Good thing for us, these tanks didn't have MGs on them. I'm in the wrong place. So it feels like it. Nazi scum.
Well done, comrades, but we are not through.
Guys,
The Germans are
watch your fire.
trying to
Feel the need to duck.
We have been ordered to drive them out.
Bad time to quick save. Yeah, this gun was not in the vanilla campaign though. Whoa, fuck off. Suddenly Germans everywhere. Rip. It was an ambush.
Coming over the hill.
Shoot that guy. All right. You know what? Have some of these. Oh, damn it. Try that again, shall we? I did it. One mine artillery barrage when I actually remember to use my grenades.
Up ahead! Hit Neil! We have to get in there! Go! Good to see you, comrades. We must clear this village and defend the bridge until our reinforcements arrive. The Germans take it. We will be surrounded. Ready? Let's go! Look out behind you!
Woo! Suddenly Germans everywhere. Accurate description of September 1st, 1939. Yeah. Why am I not using them? Sorry. You guys keep popping up in unexplained places. I expect there to be Germans, and instead there's you. It's like you want to be shot at me by or something. Tell you what, the PPSH definitely feels less accurate in this campaign. Okay. I'm expecting a comrade! Go place bomb on the tank in a second. If I'm lucky. Shit. Oh, it's about to get hairy. Fuck. Did I run out of ammo? I did. Wow. If any of you fine German gentlemen have a fucking... Alright, apparently we're fighting with our bare fists at this point. Oh, here we go. Hello. Came up the stairs after me. I was hoping my comrades down below would not let him get up there. I was severely mistaken. Okay, here we go again. Now I know this is in the attic. It might be a little easier. We'll see. Shit. Can't see anything. One of them's going to get up the stairs eventually and whack me when I'm not looking. Lost a lot of tanks. It's nothing short of a miracle my attic has not been exploded by now. Considering how many problems I seem to be causing for the enemy with my one machine gun. With an infinite clip, I might add. Hey! T-34s are here. Good fucking stuff. Здравствуйте, товарищи! Welcome. Good of you to get here.
Excellent work, my friends. You fought shoulder to shoulder with courage and strength, proving on this field of battle that the so-called invincible German army can and will be defeated. Comrade Stalin will be proud of each and every one of you.
Sorry guys, just adjusting my headset there.
For you have won a great victory here.
Yes, Bratwurst removed from premises. Right. That was made a touch easier by the discovery of the machine gun, I must admit. That probably would have been quite a bloodbath otherwise.
We're watching you.
Listen well, comrades. Just beyond this hill to the north.
Tommy boy, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub.
Our tanks will gently persuade the enemy to abandon their posts or die. Once this nation has been
Gently
secured,
persuade the enemy.
we will press our advantage until the only Germans left in Polyuri are dead. Move out!
Who took my lovely Tokarev away? Poxy Mosin again now.
Fall in behind! Use the tanks for cover!
I love it. It's like you use the in real life. It's like use the tanks for cover, infantry. Whereas if you play a game of 40k, it's like tanks use the infantry for cover. That's something that always bothered me a little bit about 40k, to be honest with you. But hey, it's what it is. Left flank. I was thinking right flank personally, but you say left. I've got the stones. Right flank, right flank. Into the train station. Seems far more sensible. Except, of course, it's not going to let me up there, is it? Ugh. Defeated by a train station platform. Go on, poke your head out. You know you want to. Fine. Sniper stopped. Oh, once again, Comrade Yuri has to do everything himself. Oh, fuck. I just killed both of them with one bullet. That is awesome. Oh, you know. Have one of these. It just bounces back in my face. What a moron. Ah, I'm so dead. Dude with an MP40 and I'm just sitting here with a bolt action rifle. Double kill, yes. Not this time, you get. One of those MP40s has got my name on it. Behold what Yuri could achieve when he has an automatic weapon! You said it was secure. You fucking liar.
Nicely done, then. We have them on the run, so let's keep it that way. Move out!
Go on, Sergeant. Open the door for us. There we go. Oh, shit. Fuck! Can't aim properly. Just go! Bye, tank. Ah! I'm gonna stay up here behind these indestructible, I hope, crates. If I go this way... Feels so quiet now, all the artillery stopped, eh? Ah, medkit, yes. Alright. Yeah, I have to say, I'm not a fan of the whole health kit and health bar system in Call of Duty 1. I am glad they replaced it in the second game and all the others going forward. I know that's probably controversial, because, you know, it's trendy to hate on regenerating health and be all like, oh yeah, health bars and med kits, they're the best. They're great in Doom, where the idea is you're not supposed to take any hits if you're good at the game, but in a game like Call of Duty, where all of the enemies have hit scan weapons and there's hundreds of them, you cannot avoid getting shot, no matter how good you are at the game. Just to illustrate my point there. Which is why, in Call of Duty 2 onwards, they decided to give you regenerating health. Then, of course, the rest of the games industry copied it and abused it in places where it didn't make any sense. So, as is usually the way with these things.
Get down! Machine guns! Kursk! People that schoolhouse and teach them a lesson! Look out behind you!
Ha! Very good, Comrade Sergeant! Get into the schoolhouse and teach them a lesson. Ever the Joker, I like this guy. Oh, Christ. Oh, I'm dead. I don't even know what from. This cunt, that's what killed me. Jesus Christ. Right, you little shit. Is there anything stopping me from doing this? Fuck! Comrades, I have made a miscalculation! God damn it! This is why the health bar is a problem in this game. I don't think it does emphasize how easily that it died in World War II, because the protagonist is just a fucking machine in this game anyway, regardless. You know. Running around hoovering up medkits and self-applying them like a madman is not really particularly poignant, if you ask me. The point of how easy it was to get killed in World War II is readily made by the fact that your AI teammates in this game are so fucking fragile. Remember all those Soviet levels from the main campaign we played where I ended up having to go alone for most of them because all of my comrades were killed horribly, very quickly. Haha, objective completed. I'm helping. I'm legitimately surprised it allowed me to jump out that window, actually. And of course, even if you play the later games with generating health, just play them on veteran if you want a I am super fragile and can die really easily experience. It's not as if that is denied to you in the later games at all. Play the fuckers on veteran, if you're a masochist.
Yuri, follow Boris and cover him while he destroys that tank.
Cover it. Which one is Boris? Ah. Rip. Okay. Oh, you are kidding me. Okay, if Boris dies, game over. Shit. Fucking hell. Boris, let me go first, mate, please, for the love of Christ. I mean, for the love of Stalin. If you'd be so kind. Saving Comrade Boris.
Move in.
Snipe this machine gunner with my MP40. Yeah, that got him. Take that.
Machine gun. Flank left and move in behind it.
Or I could just snipe it like I usually do, sir.
Behind that machine gun.
Ah, there's a fucking collision mesh thing in the way. Sweet Jesus. Ah! Didn't even see him. Ah.
Machine gun. Flank left and move in behind it. Yuri, flank left with Boris and get behind that machine gun.
Oh, why do you keep sending me with Boris? I did not want to go with Boris. They get an instant court-martial and execution every time he dies. Come on then, Boris. Let me go first. Oh, shit. I will cover you, Boris. Go, man, go. Mistakes were made. That did the trick.
Move in! The assault on the factory has begun!
Anyone got any more ammo for this? Anyone? Comrade Bueller? Back to yell. Oh, God. This is regular difficulty. Not hardened. Certainly not veteran. Oh, look, he got caught up on the barbed wire as he died. That's a nice touch. A gruesome touch, but a nice one. Shit. Comrade Bueller's dead work. Oh my god. Oh, the STG-44 is so good in this game. Except when you're on the receiving end of it. Back. Ah! Not again. Oh, you want grenades, do you? You want? Oh, I don't have any to throw at you. I was going to get all have a taste of your own medicine then, and then I couldn't because I don't have any grenades. I feel slightly silly. Just sprint. Yes, although you can only sprint for about 5 seconds. Actually, not even that. Probably about 3 seconds before your character runs out of breath. It's not like sprinting in the later games.
Quiet. We've taken them by surprise. Fire at will. Hello.
Curse your sudden but inevitable ambush.
Let's hurry to the factory floor.
Video games have conditioned me to see if the officer has anything useful after I kill him. Even though he never does.
We'll slaughter them from within.
Witness the power of this fully operational STG-44. It's particularly good in this game because its bullets have about the same killing power as a regular rifle. However, you can fucking go full auto with the bastard if you really want to. But it makes it really good at clearing out a large clump of enemies in one go. Because look, I got 30 bullets here, with which I can theoretically actually kill 30 Germans. Are friends coming out of here, or friends? Friends. Good. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, there's not really much point in actually changing the fire mode, is there? Because all you have to do is just click singularly and you've got it already, so... I guess it's nice that the option's there, but even if it is a bit pointless. I can't remember it. I think enemies are invincible in this game and in Call of Duty 2. Whenever they're vaulting over something, they're actually temporarily invincible. You see? I shot that guy a couple of times and he was just like not reacting. Some covering fire would be nice, comrades. Oh, there's a Panzerfaust for this one. I thought I had to go put explosives on it. Jesus. Let me just immediately grab this. Ah, there it is. Christ, this bit is hard. Ooh. I'm just gonna chill behind this barrel for a minute, let you guys sort out this mess. Yeah, I know, right, Zorix? Germans keep conveniently leaving these Panzerfausts around where we can use them.
The enemy from Poniri, and we will not rest until the whole German army has been driven off Russian soil.
Soviet soil, comrade. Ah, yes, Soviet soil. Sorry.
Attention!
Oh god, tank level time.
Germans are retreating, but we have to stop them before they reach the river Seine. There is no time to lose. Move on! Keep your eyes open, men!
I can kind of see why they dropped this in the later games. It's not actually that much fun. Also, I think this tank level is much harder than the previous one. I'm not sure what it is I'm trying to take out here, lads. Guns, you guys see.
Anti-tank infantry in the building!
Hey, cool, blew up the building. Whoa! Close. Only the Russians have a tank level. Correct. I think, anyway. I know in the console spin-off, the Americans got a tank level. But, I don't think so in this game. Dude! That should not have hit him.
Don't let up, comrades! Enemy tank to the east!
Oh shit. Oh, god damn it. It's a fucking Panzer Shrek in that. Too far away for me to hit properly. Well, I guess we can tell who all the Americans in the chat are, because they're the ones going on about guns and ammunition. Oh, you're from Norway, yeah. Well, you're a special case. You guys use like guns to hunt bears with and shit, so probably. I'm sure you hunt something up in Norway.
Get around it to the left.
Yes, you can Heil Hitler in hell. This guy was wasted on World War II. Should have been in an 80s action movie.
Nice shot.
I'm not sure who it is that's saying these things, by the way. My commander, my gunner, what? There's just an ominous voice down below me somewhere. Come on, lads. Move up. Or are you waiting for me to go around? That's what I thought. I'm aware that tanks are operated with crews, Dragos. I'm just wondering which crew member is doing all the yelling.
It looks like Fritz wants to fight. Let's not disappoint him, comrade.
Fucking hell. Tiger took 4 shots.
Good job, comrades. Keep moving, comrades.
God damn it.
Good shooting.
Look at this fearless bastard out in front there. Jesus.
Keep them coming. Don't get too happy. We're not done yet.
Oh, it actually comes up with some convoluted bullshit to explain why we're in a tank in the loading screen letter, actually. It does it the first time around as well. It's very silly. They probably should have just meanwhile, elsewhere, with a different character in a tank. But hey, I mean, because that's what they did in Call of Duty World War II, right? I haven't played it myself, but I do know that you briefly do a tank level and you briefly do a level where you're in a P-47. Which I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to playing COD World War II, to be honest. Alright, never mind. That's an interesting collision mesh you have there. It's a shame they didn't give you a kill counter like they did on the B-17 level.
Enemy tanks to the north! Enemy tanks to the left! Watch out!
Ouch. Man, the rate we're reloading this main cannon is just nothing short of astonishing. Well done down there.
Attention, please! May I have your attention? In 20 years,
Windlands, welcome back.
I have never
Hey,
seen
you're in
a
the bag. Well done.
fight with the kind of
Thanks for the
bravery
great
you have shown
content.
today. I am honored.
You're
to call
welcome.
you my comrades.
We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. Alright, it's Kharkov up next. Yes, I remember this part, actually.
Advance! Advance! No
Hey,
stopping!
they gave me back my Tokarev! Thank you, comrades. Yes, I remember this as being one of the better looking levels of the entire game, actually.
Don't let up! Keep firing! Keep them
Someone else hearing that buzzing noise. Oh, I have binoculars for some reason.
Keep them pinned down! Follow those legs! Forward! Advance!
One of my comrades has been using his mobile phone, that's what it is. He set the speakers off. That's what the buzzing is. Ammunition, give me ammunition. Praise the glorious dialectic of socialism and pass the ammunition. Doesn't have quite the same ring to it, does it?
Anti-tank dogs! Yuri! Misha! Over here!
Over where?
Get into this building and find a spotting position where you can direct our counterfire.
I was already doing that, comrade. Although this explains why I have binoculars. The first of many Call of Duty use your binoculars to make things explode levels.
Okay, I'm ready. Give me the one.
Yep, yep. Comrades, are we sure we're going the right way? Guess we must be. Whoa! Come on, Korolyov. We can do this. The power of binoculars. I needed binoculars for that. Whatever. Wants us to go up. Oh. Need weapons. Thank you, Corporal. Alright. Apparently that's not adequate. I'm aiming at the wrong place. Alright, dickhead. Alright. Calm your tits. It's you dealt with. Where am I supposed to be pointing this artillery, mate? Ah, now I see it. Who's making the next Call of Duty? Black Ops is still Treyarch, right? Must be Infinity Ward, because Infinity Ward, they did Infinite Warfare, then COD World War II with Sledgehammer, and now we've got Black Ops 3 from Treyarch, so another Infinity Ward one? I haven't touched Black Ops 3 just because apparently it doesn't have any single player, so. And I stopped playing Call of Duty for the multiplayer right around. Well, Call of Duty 4 really. COD 4's multiplayer was indeed so good that even I played it. So, oh, there's more than 15 Call of Duties, man. There's like 26 of them.
Tiger in the street! Yuri, find a hunter fast to take it out!
Oh, shit. Okay. I got it in one? Really? I did not expect that. I'm pretty sure it's higher than 15 if you count every Call of Duty game. And not just the ones on PC. Damn it. Jesus, we're back here? I forgot how bad this campaign is with the whole checkpoints thing. Fucking hell. Jesus.
Enemy tank! There! Behind that thrown-out wall! Okay, I'm ready!
Yeah, I'm clicking like a madman, dude. Gotcha.
Well done, comrades. Rejoin the main force to advance into the city.
I really recommend Noah Gervais and his, particularly his video, his retrospective video on the entire Call of Duty series. It's actually there's two videos because he did one in like 2014 and then he updated and and did another video with the additional games that have come out since his original one. They are really good because he makes the very salient point at the very beginning of the video that people say all Call of Duty games are the same. When the truth is, they're not. They're all actually very different from one another. How did he get up there?
Tiger in the street! Good! Find a panzer bus to take it out!
That didn't blow up in one go that time. Woohoo! See, again with the very, very convenient Panzerfausts. It's like you Germans are asking for it. Now, where did I leave mine? There it is. Who are you shooting at? Oh.
Behind you! Bullseye! Follow me! We will head north, through those buildings!
Yeah, I'll let you guys go in first because I got horribly killed last time. Go next, fellas. Oh, I'm streaming tonight? Good question. Not for much longer, actually, because as I said, I got to get up early to film a battle report tomorrow for YouTube, so I cannot stay up all night, I'm afraid, comrades. I feel like we're coming close to the end of this one, though, so we might be able to squeeze in the end of this campaign. Kind of hoping we can. Quick save often enough, we certainly probably will. Okay, whoa! No. Into the burning building. I'm already on it, comrade. I'm way ahead of you. Interesting flame effect. Did we miss a spot? Sounds like it. Ooh, this is a little hairy. Give me those. Oh, sorry. Oh! I do an awful lot of friendly fire in multiplayer games, by the way, in case it wasn't obvious from the way I play this. I tend to shoot first and ask questions later. A little too much. Right, why have you provided me with a Panzerfaust? Game. I'm immediately suspicious. I'm going to stay next to this box of Panzerfausts until further notice. In fact, you know what? It's unlimited Panzerfausts. Why not just go nuts with it? Oh shit! Ah! Fell down! Oh, like, it's okay, there's more Panzerfaust down here. We're good. Sergeant Waters could see me now. Fun, but it wasn't very efficient, I must admit. Oh shit. Ruski's coming through. We won!
Let's get out of here.
Ooh, ammo. Look at that. Woohoo! One of these days they should release like a Mario game that is literally called Mario 253 and then watch as everyone realizes in shock that actually that's the correct number for the game. Oh no, not another tank level. Oh, phew. I heard tank engine as I heard tank engines and I thought the worst. Kaboom. Jesus. Whoa. Okay, it's one of those levels. Sprint? Sprint? Glad you guys were able to deal with that one German by yourselves. Well done. It'll be me that has to deal with this machine gunner, though, I have a feeling. Or not. Never mind. That's what the tanks are for. It's funny, you kind of forget they're there. Bizarrely. Oh my god! Ow! What was that? Comrade, if you survive this, you should join the Olympic team. This level. It's where the game kind of one-ups its own Reichstag level. With a bit that's kind of like the Reichstag, but isn't actually the Reichstag. This is... Medkits! 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 Come right, I need them! Oh. Da, товарищ! Let's just go quickly!
Ready? To that first tank! Stick with me! Now! Yuri, I need you to stop while I go to that tank over there! Now!
Okay. What? Wasn't fucking kidding, was he? Sergeant, if you could actually move and not just stand there, though. Jesus. This is just obnoxious game design, this right here. Fucking hell. Ugh! Again, this is why the health bar sucks. Fucking hell, dude. I will cover you, he says. Yeah, sure. I do not believe you, Comrade Sergeant.
We're almost there. We have to get into that building. Together, go!
Fucking hell. I think it's a statue of Lenin. Yeah, it is. I should take the sniper rifle. I have a feeling I will need it.
Engineers at once.
Right away, Comrade Sergeant. We need engineers in the southeast corner of the square.
Yuri, cover the engineers that will accept their charges. We cannot advance unless they are successful.
Oh god. Oh Christ. Sniping was a bit better.
Good shooting, Yuri. Let's go.
Move to where, sir? Whew. Not the chest high walls, no! My one weakness.
Nice work. We have to get moving before they counterattack. We will flank them through the factory. We need to take and hold the train station.
Incoming bombers!
Oh
German flak gun over there. We can use it to shoot down their own planes.
no! Oh boy. Alright, where are these bombers at? I too can fire wildly into the air like the other flak things are also doing in the distance. Wow, this is not going well. I'm not really preventing the bombers from doing anything, am I? Really? I didn't think I was doing that well. Okay, now we're doing it. Oh, shit is crashing straight towards us! I'm reminded of a certain Jeff Major video. But a bit of Silent Hunt, what if I recall? Are we done? We're done. I hope you don't mean RIP literally. I only say that because he's been quite ill recently, so... Yeah, he's been quite ill recently. He's had to go to the hospital and stuff, so... You saying rip Jeff is like me, you got me sitting here like, what, did he die? Like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. Speaking of dying.
Heads up! Take them down!
Right, you sneaky cunts. There you are. Who threw the grenade? You just hear the tinkle of death, and then you run. Son of a bitch.
Heads up! Take them down!
Most certainly do not want to lose Jeff. Jeff is one of the greatest streamers around, in my honest opinion. He's been doing it for probably longer than everyone else while he's at it too. Jeff's been a Twitch partner since like probably fucking before I even started my YouTube channel. He is a cool dude, and he's fucking hilarious too. And he plays really awesome games.
Keep fighting! Reinforcements are on their way! Secure this station and victory is ours!
Suspicious looking Panzerfaust there.
Forces will be here shortly. We have to get on track.
More suspicious Panzerfausts. Uh-oh. Fucking rip me. I got a bomb dropped on me by a Stuka.
Our forces will be here shortly. We have to get
What sort of games did he play? Lots of old games and indie games and roguelikes and just weird shit like that that a lot of people don't play. Like, he was streaming, like, say, Kenshi, for example, way before it became popular. Games like that. He was a huge Dwarf Fortress guy back in the day. That's how his YouTube channel kind of got going, just because he started doing Dwarf Fortress videos that became really popular. I hear tanks. Fucking knew it. That actually hit. I am amazed. What are you guys shooting at? Oh god! Suddenly Stuka. Like, Jesus. Oh yeah, his Silent Hunter series was awesome. Apparently his Mountain Blade was really popular as well, because his version of Pally Skyrim was basically, Jeff, play Mountain Blade. It's like it's one of his most requested. Fucking, okay, here we go. I didn't even know you could get on this flat gun. This changes things. Taking cover! Where you take cover though, really, but hey. He's silent. Silent Storm series was really good as well. I really enjoyed his IL-2 Sturmovik stuff as well. He did some dynamic campaign stuff in IL-2 Sturmovik, which he always described as basically being like a World War II fighter plane roguelike, and that's kind of how he chose to play it. Running away! Yeah, I probably would have been pretty damn fine. I think. Oh my god! Where? Oh god. Ow. Ow. Whoa! You're a German? Jesus. You're aware the sergeant is standing. I did not realize. Oh, fucking hell. Ah. Of course, the beauty of Kenshi is you don't have to start off really shit. You can start off in one of the other scenarios where you have a whole squad of dudes and the beginnings of a settlement. At least that was the case when I played it. Oh, dude, come on! Ugh. Once again, the curse of the health bar. Eat that, you cunt. Stalkers! Leave me alone. My health bar is actually a joke right now. Oh. No, you... Oh, fuck you, Germans! Right. Oh, God. No, not again. These Stukas are going to bomb their own bloody tanks at this rate. Jesus. I have noticed it, comrade. I will deal with it. Getting down to Funky Town. Oh shit. The Stukas is a nice touch on this level actually. It keeps things interesting. What's that other health kit I saw over there? Oh my god, game! Where do I run, game? Where do I run? I need this health kit, but I also need to not get Stukered. No, Sweet Mother of Christ! I mean, Sweet Mother of Stalin. Hey. This level does not pull its punches. Fucking really? Oh, he's coming this way as well. Ah, shit. 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 Shit! One inbound tank remaining, apparently. Trying to figure out where it is, though. No, 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 no! Defend the train station, okay. Some very poorly positioned machine gun on the other side of the wall. Where? Which side? Where are they coming from? No! Suckers, take cover. Did you actually die when I shoot at you, please? Oh, fuck's sake, look at this guy. Forest the fucking blade down there. Run! God, who even shot me then? Somebody shot them. Jesus. There are not a lot of checkpoints. It's me quick saving. Oh my god! Game! Oh, and to add insult to injury, the fucking stupid dropped a bomb on me. Oh no. Oh, game. Why are you gonna be like this? Why are you gonna be like this? Okay, note to self, if I hide down here, I'm mostly safe. Probably my famous last words, gallows. There you go. Killed by a dude I couldn't even see. Just throw a grenade in that general direction and see what happens. Oh god. Crawl under the train car. Look at that, I can actually crawl under the train car. Uh-oh. Well, that's one way to deliver reinforcements.
Comrade, today you have achieved great glory. Because of your courage and strength, the German army has been driven back, and the city of Kharkov is once again ours. From this day forward, we shall not take another step back until this war is won. Fight on!
Except for you, Comrade Yuri. We found you pissing yourself underneath the train car. Dude, that's a lot of guys on the screen at once for a game of this era. That's kind of impressive, actually. Let's skip the trailer for the campaign we just played. Battle of Kursk synopsis. In an effort to reaffirm the military might of the Third Reich after the devastating defeat at Stalingrad, the Wehrmacht planned a daring offensive against the Kursk salient, an exposed bulge in the center of Soviet lines. Due to bad weather, the German attack, codenamed Operation Citadel, was postponed until July 1943. This delay gave the Soviets some time to prepare a formidable defensive network consisting of miles of trenches and barbed wire, as well as hundreds of thousands of anti-tank and anti-personnel mines. The Battle of Kursk was to be the last major German offensive on the Eastern Front. Over a period of 8 days, the battle raged on, culminating in what would prove to be the largest tank battle in history. After this battle, the German armies in the East were in continuous retreat until the war's end. There you go.
First squad, follow me! Fall back!
Loud noises!
Medic! Over here now! Drive him
Yes,
back!
I know, we just played the game, we don't need it in extra loud volume. And the credits. There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Call of Duty the First and its expansion pack, United Offensive. It's rather good. It still holds up today, in fact, I would say. And everything except the graphics. Yeah, you you arrived precisely after the nick of time, Zeewolf. So yeah, not bloody bad. Yeah, there's an easy widescreen fix for it as well, so it's not difficult to get running on your modern PC at all. I do recommend it. You can probably buy it for like 50 pence these days on a sale. So, next time, we will be continuing the Call of Duty Marathon of Doom with Call of Duty 2, which, based on my recollection, we'll see if it holds up, but based on my recollection, Call of Duty 2 was always my favourite Call of Duty. Although I have to admit, I really, really enjoyed this one. But we'll see. So it'll be Call of Duty 2 up next, and that'll be Wednesday. So if you want, join me for that. And of course, after we finish Call of Duty 2, we'll move straight on to COD 4, I think. I'm going to skip World at War, since we already did stream a bit of it before, and yeah, as I said, I'm skipping the Call of Duties that I don't really like very much, and unfortunately World at War is one of them, so we're skipping World at War. We'll do Call of Duty 4 next. And then after that, I think we had a kind of a vote, and we decided we wanted to include Modern Warfare 2. So we'll do that as well. And there's Black Ops as well. It's the original Black Ops. And then after that, I think we're probably going to skip all the way to Infinite Warfare. No, actually, no, we're not. We'll skip to Advanced Warfare. And then Infinite Warfare after that. and then Cold World War II. So that's the plan, anyway. Well, is World at War bad? It's not bad. It's just compared to the other ones. Personally, I didn't like it because I find the American levels in World at War to be a bit shite. The other half of the game where you play as the Russians is okay. It's not brilliant, but it's okay. But I don't want to have to suffer through the other half of the game just for the sake of the Russian levels. So, besides, you'll get your fill of Gary Oldman shouting in a bad Russian accent in Black Ops anyway. So, we'll get the Gary Oldman fun times, but we won't get them in World at War. A lot of people really like World at War. I'm not one of them. I never have, ever since it was released, to tell you the honest truth. I never quite caught on the appeal. I've played through it a couple of times, but I just... no. So, yeah. That's the Call of Duty Marathon. If you are curious ahead of us. Are you going to be ending the marathon off in World War II? Right, so what my plan actually is we'll do World War II, and then as the kind of bonus episode, we'll go back and play through Medal of Honor Allied Assault. Because Medal of Honor Allied Assault is very similar to a Call of Duty game, because it was made by most of the guys who went on to work at Infinity Ward on the original Call of Duty. So, Medal of Honor Allied Assault in many ways is like Call of Duty Zero. It's the pre-Call of Duty game. So I thought it'd be quite fun after we finish World War II to go back and play Allied Assault as the sort of bonus final. Going right back to the start. Yeah, Brothers in Arms is a very good series, yeah. We'll get around to those at some point. Yeah, Airborne's nah. Like I didn't really like Airborne because it was marketed as being a kind of more serious in tone game, and then it turned out to be full of like fucking gas mask Nazis with flamethrowers, and it was all weirdly Captain America, and it was really fucking strange. So I wasn't the hugest fan of the... Honestly, the only Medal of Honor game I honestly really liked was Allied Assault. So, to be honest, I've never cared for the others. Yeah, Airborne is really goofy. I think Frontlines got pretty good reviews. It was like one of the big Medal of Honors that came out on the PlayStation 2. I remember that. It was a big PS2 thing. Never actually played it myself. I think it reused a lot of stuff from Allied Assault, to be fair. Pacific Assault. That's an interesting one. I don't know where to even get that these days. I didn't play it myself, but I remember reading reviews for it in PC Gamer and stuff, and it did look kind of interesting, but hey. Allied Assault has the original Medal of Honor D-Day level, which completely rips off Saving Private Ryan in the same way that this game rips off Enemy at the Gates and Band of Brothers, so... It's a very memorable D-Day level, though. I've got to say, actually, the Allied Assault D-Day level is pretty good. Yeah, Allied Assault's on GOG, along with the expansion for it as well. So... Any Medal of Honor you play is the one from 2010 in Warfire. Oh, dude, really? Wow. That's... Ugh. Anyway, so that's the COD marathon. As for other stuff, like I said, I want to kind of marathon through the I say marathon. There might be some breaks in between. I don't know if I'll do it all consecutively, but I really like to play through the Homeworld series because that's a series of games I haven't touched in like 10 years at least, and I was recently reminded of them, and just decided, shit, I really need to play these games because I think it's probably fair to say probably like 75% of the chat has no idea what Homeworld is. They have like zero clue whatsoever. They've never heard of it, and that to me is an absolute tragedy because the Homeworld series was fucking brilliant. It was really good. It was Battlestar Galactica before there was Battlestar Galactica. It was awesome. By which I mean the BSG reboot, obviously. But yeah, it's real fucking good. I want to play through that at some point in the very near future. And aside from that, yes, Larry, I will play Subnautica at some point if I can get it sorted out. And as I said also, I'm thinking about maybe doing a Mass Effect run. Because it's been a long fucking time since I played Mass Effect, and I'm kind of getting an itch to give it another go. But I haven't honestly decided whether or not I'll stream it. I might be a selfish little bastard and just play it on my own time, but we'll see. I haven't decided yet. I kind of want to play Mass Effect through all the way again, and I actually kind of want to revisit Dragon Age Inquisition and maybe Dragon Age 2 as well. So I might flip a coin on it and decide which I want to stream. So I don't know whether I want to stream Mass Effect or whether I want to stream Dragon Age, you see. So I haven't quite made my mind up on that one. I'm sure most people would rather see Mass Effect. No, not Dragon Age Origins again. I mean Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition. No, I'm not playing through Origins all over again already. More Origins. Chat demands more Origins. I went into the Dragon Age Keep thing, and I've actually set up like a save file with all of Humphrey's actions saved in it. So, for some reason, his actual save game didn't like upload, so I can't actually use the actual Humphrey save file. But I've managed to recreate it by going through all the decisions and changing them so that they're identical to what he did. So. I even changed the character name to Humphrey as well, so it's like it's in there. It's in the file now. I had to like create it from scratch, but it's in there. Like Humphrey's fucking canon now. For any future Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition playthroughs, I will be using his stuff. Yeah, Dragon Age 2 is a weird one, isn't it? Like it's just simply not as good as Origins, and yet at the same time, I have to admit, when I did play it, I did kind of enjoy it. It's a peculiar one. It's like I've heard it described that Dragon Age 2 is like BioWare basically attempting to do like a cable TV show, and when I think of it like that, it's like, oh, it makes sense now. If you imagine you're literally playing a TV show, like a Netflix series or something, that's kind of what Dragon Age 2 is, right? Really. And then, of course, you move on to Inquisition, and that's a completely different kettle of fish again. So, Dragon Age is a weird series like that. Can't even begin to imagine what the next Dragon Age is going to be bloody like. No plans to play Original Sin 2. No. That is a fucking gigantic commitment to a game that I've never even played all the way through before, so that's probably not going to happen anytime soon at all. What do I actually think of Inquisition? That's what I think of Inquisition. To sum it up very succinctly. I played it through to completion in the space of a week when it originally came out. And I kind of went away from it feeling like, yeah, okay, it was a good game, but there were lots of things in it that annoyed me. But that's BioWare, isn't it, for you, really? Like, you look back at Mass Effect, and as beloved as it is, and with good reason by a lot of people, there never really was a perfect Mass Effect game, was there? Like, every single one of the original trilogy managed to fuck something up. Really, if we're honest with ourselves. Like, they were never flawless games, as much as we love them. So I've kind of stopped expecting BioWare to make a flawless game these days. If we're going to get a Jade Empire playthrough, maybe someday, but the problem with Jade Empire is that I suck royally at the combat. Like, I'm so bad at the game, I couldn't even get past, like, the prologue bit last time I tried to play it. Baldur's Gate 2 is pretty darn close to flawless, in your opinion? I disagree! See my previous attempt at a playthrough for further information on that subject. Oh dear. Baldur's Gate 2 is the first RPG I had played up until that point in a long time that had actually made me rage quit. But rage quit I did, Baldur's Gate 2. Because full of bullshit that game is, to paraphrase Master Yoda. Planescape Torment. Torment's a good one. Torment is a good one. It's not very let's play / stream friendly on account of all the reading you have to do, but Planescape's a good one. I enjoyed Planescape. What do you mean, like the RPG one? All of the Bard's Tale games are RPGs. I played through the original Bard's Tale, well, some of it, a while back, when the remaster came out. The action RPG one, yeah, I don't know when I'll get around to that. I kind of prefer the more old school style Bard's Tale stuff, to be honest with you. I know that the action RPG one's good because it's like funny and got jokes in it and shit, but I really enjoyed the dungeon crawly originals. But anyway, gone off on a massive tangent now, haven't we? But like I said, I'm thinking about playing some more of the Dragon Age series, and I'm thinking about doing a Mass Effect run. I don't yet know if I'll actually stream either of them, or both of them, or what, but I'm considering it. However, I am definitely going to be streaming Homeworld. So, in the near future, so keep your eyes peeled for that. You want to see an absolute fucking classic, both strategy game and sci-fi game? You want to tune in for Homeworld, especially now that the remaster's out. I'm absolutely determined to fucking play it. I want to play that. I want to play Cataclysm. Homeworld 2 we'll struggle through if we have to, and then I'll finish it off with Deserts of Karak, I think. But Homeworld is like, as I said earlier at the start of the stream, Homeworld it goes beyond a game. Homeworld is like art. It is so good. The story, the world, the soundtrack, the voice acting. Homeworld is so fucking good. It's way better than a game of that era has any right to be. Like, for a game that came out in 1999, holy shit. Cataclysm was the first horror strategy. Yes, to be fair, like you could easily describe Cataclysm as being a survival horror strategy game or something, because that's kind of what it's like. Cataclysm was really good. Oh. And unfortunately, Cataclysm didn't get the remaster treatment. It got a re-release on GOG, so you can play it now at least in its original form. But it didn't get the full flashy remaster treatment that Homeworld 1 and 2 did from Gearbox, which is a bit of a shame. But at least it can be played now, so that's good. But yeah, Homeworld 1 and Cataclysm are absolute masterpieces. And I hear Deserts of Karak is very good as well, actually. So I'm looking forward to playing that as the kind of prequel game. I was tossing up whether or not to play that first and then play the original Homeworld after it. You know, play it like in chronological order, or whether to play it in release order. But I think I'm probably going to go for release order. So we'll play Homeworld, Cataclysm, then Homeworld 2, then Deserts of Karak in that order. So, because to be honest with you, it would be a little bit of a shame to finish on Homeworld 2, because Homeworld 2 is the weakest game in the series. So. You still have the old CD. I'm pretty sure I probably do too around here somewhere, but it's a pain in the bum to get working on modern systems in its original form, but the GOG version does work, thankfully. So, but yeah, Homeworld, it will happen in the very near future, because I demand it! The new generation must be exposed to this piece of art! Even if there's only like 20 people watching, I don't care. I'm going to play it anyway. Right. Anyway, so I've talked long enough, folks. It's coming up to midnight. Like I said, I need to get to bed because I've got a battle report to film tomorrow morning. So, it's been fun, everybody. I will see you again for Call of Duty 2 on Wednesday. And yeah, have a good one. I will catch you next time. I have a few things to take care of before I go to bed. But yeah, is there anybody I can host? There usually isn't on a Monday. It's usually only the Friday that I can host anyone. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. There's actually people streaming. Alright, Cat Straight is streaming. But apparently he has 1,938 viewers right now, so he sure as shit does not need the help. No offense, Cat, if you're watching this later, buddy, but I think he just got a host from Squirrel or something. That must be why there's so many people watching. Either that or he exploded in popularity in the last few months while I wasn't paying attention. But I will give Lil a host. She's playing Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth, which is a really cool Call of Cthulhu game from back in the day, actually. I've been meaning to stream that myself one of these days. I actually have it installed, I think. I was going to play it last Halloween, and then stuff got in the way. So I'll do that. Host. They'll host me all the time, so it's nice to... raid, not host. It's nice to repay the favor, you know. So yeah. Boom. There we go. Alright, everybody. I'm going to go watch Lil play Call of Cthulhu while I get this shit ready for tomorrow.